Ultimate Hustle. Big shout out to my nigga SPI, Spotter Low. You know I'm in the black box, had to come through, tap in, show love one time. Yeah, y'all make sure y'all subscribe. Stay tuned.
Box Production.
It was point blank, through no subliminal dissing. When I listen, I could tell you never been on no mission. Sticking to the script, don't care if I offend you. Neighborhood crib, the marathon
I overlook my competition, never seeing them. I done trained my mind that I'm going. You could tell by how I walk, talk, I'm a boss. A east side millionaire, homie, what you thought? My life is a movie. They can't get close to me. They mad cause they can't be. I'm everything that they wanna be, yeah.
Shout out to Cam Capone News, the platform, and Cam Capone himself and his team over there. I just did recently did my second interview with Cam Capone. It's getting some good feedback generally on the internet. I appreciate his platform and the feedback that it's getting. He the way it went, when you get there, you sit down and then he fires off questions. You know, I'm typically a type of individual, when I get to interviews, the typical process most often is the interviewer will ask you, is there anything off limits, anything you wish not to discuss? If anything comes to my mind that really fits that description, I'll say it. However, more likely than not, most commonly, I'll be like, nah, fuck it. I'm with whatever. You feel me? Shoot your shot. And that's what I told him. And he shot his shots. He had a gang of shots. And one of the things he, seemingly from what I can pick up, he just like did some research on things that I've already spoken about on the internet. And he asked me about quite a few of them. And one of them was about a story I've told multiple times about being at the House of Blues with Suge and Fabulous pulling up and questioning him about some things that were said on the radio in New York about Fabulous in particular. And this time I told it on Cam Capone News, and I can't lie, I appreciate the confirmation that, because there were so many people there present, but I've told this story multiple times, multiple platforms, and it's always my voice echoing in the wind like the only one person that witnessed this event. And although there were so many people there were only like, it was Fabulous's passenger, Fabulous, myself, and Suge are the only 4 people that actually heard the conversation. And I described how the sheriffs were in place in order to prevent us from bogarting our way into the venue. And of course, in the comments, you got queerdos that want to make all type of connections that are not relevant and act like, oh, I'm trying to say Fabulous' chest was poked out because there was police on deck. Nah, let me be a little more descriptive with the way the layout was. When Fabulous hit the corner to hit the House of Blues, we were standing in a street area to where he was surprised to see Suge. No, it was the first thing he saw. He was still in his car, didn't get to see the layout. We were standing in the street. The sheriffs was tucked so deep down the hill close to an entrance, they were behind the regular security and a mob of people attempting to gain entrance. The sheriffs had nothing to do with the way Fabulous approached the position. And I just want to clarify because Fabulous, it was posted somewhere, and Cuz tapped in and spoke his little piece on the situation, and through it all, he was trying to clarify that he didn't press Suge. Suge ain't that type of nigga that you can press. Y'all can read it right there for yourself. And he was just clarifying that he just spoke to him like a man. And I just want to reiterate, that's all I was saying. Everything about perspective and surprise about the way it went down was all based on the way I view Suge and I view Fabulous. And I just can't believe the general public can relate to what our general perceptions would be had we assumed Suge and Fabulous had a conversation about something that Fabulous didn't appreciate that Suge said, especially at this time. I had already moved around with Suge and encountered different celebrities that he had spoke ill of or negatively of or used their name in slight or spoke on them lightly. And when we it's like the energy be a certain way. Shaquille O'Neal, Exhibit, they names was thrown up just in our private conversations. Well, Exhibit name wasn't even thrown up. It was just, it didn't really matter because it was just the way I was pushing. But, oh yeah, it was. Cuz spoke to Exhibit first in public in front of everybody, and I just followed suit. But with Shaq, it was spoke on behind, closed doors. When we seen Cuz, we deal with Cuz a certain way. So me just, learning how it go and just my understanding of Suge in general, when he said what he said about Fabulous in New York, for one, shocked to see Fabulous be proactive in bringing it up in that environment. It was dark right there on that street. He was in it, all that, the sheriff's and police, they was way ducked off. I was aware of their presence, but Fabulous wasn't. He had just happened to hit the corner. Bam. Like I say, he didn't go all rah-rah as Suge. He just asked him as to why he would speak on his name in that fashion. And the surprise to me was that, that he got at Cuz first, but he didn't bark at Cuz, get all rah-rah, but he brought it up. He wasn't laughing, he wasn't playing, he wasn't smiling. The most surprising element was that Suge laughed it off and broke it down and was like, no, I didn't mean it like that, and things of that nature, when what he said was exactly what he said. That's all I was saying. Shout out to Loso for even tapping in and confirming that I wasn't just making it up. You digitalize, Baba Mama, because it is what it is. I'm going to keep it factoids around here. I'm going to keep it a Google. I ain't going to never lie on nobody. What do I look like making something up? You feel me? Y'all know how it go out here, but I understand why he was trying to clear the air and make it seem like I wouldn't put no extras on what took place. I don't know where the word press came up. I don't know if I used that word. I may have. If I did, that would be extras. Cut and press should. But he hit a corner in LA, Hollywood, seen Suge unexpectedly, and immediately addressed some negative comments Suge made about him on the radio in New York very recently. And Suge did not react in a fashion that I would have imagined. And then that was my introduction to Fabulous outside as a regular hip-hop fan. And then, I always appreciated the way he stood on his square as a man. And then my next encounter with him was just some whole other gangster shit in Miami, BMF Mansion, parlaying, and it's just another representation of something I saw in LA. And I appreciated the way Cuz did his shit. Everybody know you can live and you can die in LA. To live and 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 die in LA. Act a fool for the paper, spend it wisely. See, some supposed to wanna see me win, despise me before my eyes. In disguise, ain't got no friends. Mama been advised me, instead of building me up, they minimize me. In the end, all the energy just energized me. On top of the sin and that genocide me. Same time, no kind trying to genocide me. Set tripping days, finished finally. Been behind me, go on, run that business by me. I'm a businessman with a business mind, handling business with a big ass sig beside me. Y'all know me, no sleeping, no slipping. Still hit the streets one deep and go dipping. No retreating, no tripping. Think twice before creeping on crippin'. It's me.
Cause these streets ain't playing fair. You niggas want a problem, we can take it. To living down LA. Your own homies that'll take you out. I pray to God that I make it out. Down LA. Where niggas chucking up gang signs. Get it cracking in the summertime. Down LA. Nigga, all that shit trick. Everywhere I go, I keep it with. To living down LA.
I handle business, keep my hand on the stizzle. By any means necessary, nigga, I'm a kizzle. The dog in the spider creeping back on the mission. Do you bitch ass niggas see, don't act different. You know I'm with it cause I'm down for the cause. Fuck the police, I'm breaking the law. Big drink, big smoke, and some big guns. To let you know, motherfucker, that I ain't the one. And nigga, that but you can call me Dash Dilly, I'm the crib guy. Hard praise in the city, on crib. But see, you better not slip. You get faked down, laid down, all by the clip. You know the locals is out, the dogs is out. You know them niggas that you let it hate with no doubt. You know it's DAT and the SPI. We represent West Coast to the day.
To live down LA. Cause these streets ain't playing fair. You niggas want a problem, we can take take you living down LA. Your own homies that'll take you out. I pray to God that I make it out. Down LA, where niggas chucking up gang signs, get it cracking in the summertime. Down LA, nigga, all that shit trick. Everywhere I go, I keep it wet. To living down LA.
Oh my mama.
Snakewood and that hustle. Big shout out to my nigga SPI, Spotter Low. You know I'm in the black box, had to come through, tap in, show love one time. Yeah, y'all make sure y'all subscribe. Stay tuned, all that.
It was point blank, through no subliminal dissing. When I listen, I could tell you never been on no mission. Sticking to the script, don't care if I offend you. Neighborhood crib, the marathon
I overlook my competition, never seeing them. I done trained my mind that I'm going. You could tell by how I walk, talk, I'm a boss. A east side millionaire, homie, what you thought? My life is a movie. They can't get close to me. They mad cause they can't be. I'm everything that they wanna be, yeah.
Black Box Production.